Kirsty Meakin from Neo Nails. I'm going to show you how to do a design using acrylic and gel to do a neon matte effect. For this design you'll need white gel, Frantic Fuchsia, Toxic Apple, Pure Black and Top Banana. Then you'll need clear acrylic, and we're also using the Natural Beige Cover Pink as well. So these nails are all prepped, all primed, ready to go. I'm going to use the Max Adhesion liquid. First of all, I'm going to do a nail bed extension onto one of these nails. Just bouncing twice in the product. Tapping the back so it's nice and smooth, you haven't got a lip or an edge. Tip the finger down slightly so the product's going to draw down the nail. It's not going to flood the cuticle. Now I'm going to concentrate on this smile line. We're going to do a nice deep smile line. The highest point of these wings is going to start where the natural nail finishes. And if you do that on both sides, it'll be nice and equal. Now I'm going to pop a bead to the back area here just to build your apex. Again, just tapping the back of there so it's nice and flush. And just dragging that directly over. You can check at this point if there's anything else that you need to do. I just want a tiny bit there. If you have trouble creating a perfect smile line, you can always wait for this to set and get a file and file into this smile line. Now we're going to get the black. We're going to do it quite thin. All we're going to use this black for is colour. We will cap it in clear after. I'm going to bleed the bead out so it's really high pigmented, which means we can do it really thin and it'll still be really black. Sneak that right up to the side of that wing. Pull down, and then we're going to chase this up to the side. And again, bring this down the full length of the tip. Just making sure it's all covered. I'm going to use black on this nail for the entire length of the nail. A bigger bead, still going to blot out the bead to get that high pigment. You've got to get this back quite neat. You want a nice line, nice clean line round the cuticle. And you can drag that down over the entire nail. Don't forget, we're just using this for colour, so it's a permanent colour. It's not going to fade, it's not going to wear off like a polish. Now we're going to cap those in clear. Straight onto that. Make sure it's all capped. I'm just using the belly of the brush now to make sure this is nice and even. Looking down the barrel of the nail, checking all the curves. Now we're going to cap this nail in clear. So you want to cover all that black. This is going to give it extra support So again, checking all the curves. You can use the belly of the brush now because the product's starting to set. The belly of the brush will just give it more support and give it more pressure. Because the further down this brush that you actually go, the more support and pressure you'll get. This is a light touch, medium, and then more firm as you come to here. Just check over, make sure it's all covered, because when you come to file, you don't then want to start to file off the colour that you've applied. You want that clear there to give you a bit of a barrier as well. You can slightly pinch this nail. If I was doing a full set, I'd have 2 pinching tools and keep moving them along, leave one on and then another one would be on, and I'd just keep rotating them. Go to that one. If you want more pressure on your pinch, move it further down. Less pressure, you're going to move it to the top. So pop that in the middle. That can be pinching. This is pretty much set up. So if you tap it and it's high pitched, you know that it's hard. If you listen to that, it's quite dull, so it's not quite set yet. But this part that we did first is. So once you're happy that that's set, we're going to file. I always do the same routine with every nail. This will give you more speed as well, and it will make every nail look the same. So I do the side walls, cuticle area, angling the file, free edge, then we're going to contour the entire length of the nail. And rotate the finger in my hand so I can get all the curves. Still checking all the angles. Just going to dust that just so I can see a little bit better. Well, take this off. Now we're ready to file. Don't forget with this one, you need this edge to be really crisp, so you can't over file this cuticle area. So let's get these side walls nice and straight. And then we can go into this cuticle area. Every time that file is on there, it needs to be serving a purpose. Make sure you're just not happy filing away, else you will file the colour away. So monitor all your filing techniques as you go round. Make sure you're not filing that colour off the back end, because it needs to be nice and crisp. Have you noticed how I change positions? So I come up this side like this. As soon as I come here, I slide the file down my fingers, reposition to come down the side. Once you're happy with that, you're going to do the full length again. Dust that off so I can just check that a little bit more. Then we can buff these nails now, just to remove the demarcations in the nails. So it's going to smooth the scratches out. Start at one side and I work my way around to here, then I do the middle. So just smoothing to the cuticle. Again, I'm changing positions, coming down this side. So we've gone all the way around here, and then we're going to go straight over the middle, doing the entire nail. going to soften that edge, so I don't want it too square, I want it to be quite soft. Same again here, don't forget again, this needs to be nice and flush, but it needs to be sharp as well. So when you're coming around with a buffer, make sure you don't start buffing away the colour. You just want to buff it so it's really neat and smooth. So we've gone all the way to there, then we're going to change positions and come down the side. Now I'm going to wipe over with acetone. This will remove any of the other dust and also slightly melt the top layer of the acrylic, which makes it even smoother if you look at the difference. That's going to smooth it out even more. Now we're going to put the Mega Gloss Sealer Gel on. Make these shiny. And then we can do the matte neon effect. Tilting the finger down a little bit, bouncing to the back, which you're spreading the bristles, so you can see that that makes it round straight away. Come down, sneak down the side, the other side, slightly capping that edge, same again. Bounce all the way up, spreading the bristles of the brush, which match the shape of the cuticle. Down, down, slightly cap. Make sure when you're slightly capping the edge, you're not bulking the end up. If it looks bulky, you can just drag back through again. Now we're going to pop them into the UV lamp for 2 minutes. So those are all cured now. We're going to do the gel design using the neon acrylic powders over the top. This is going to give you the matte effect. Just going to get those out ready. So with your white gel, and a detail brush, we're going to create a pattern just on the black free edge. It's going to be a modern Aztec design with the sharp lines. You don't have to do this pattern, you can do any pattern with this effect. So once you have your design, you're going to use the powders to sprinkle over the top. Wherever the powders touch the wet gel, they will stick to it. Then you're going to pop that into the lamp and we're going to put it in for 180 seconds. That's cured now. We're going to move on to this nail. We're going to do the same thing, similar design, but we're going to use the full nail. It's going to give you a couple of different looks. So the same again with your white gel. You're going to do one nail at a time because you don't want the gel to move too much. So I've just done the outside of that diamond. Then I'm going to fill it. Same again. Pick up your powder, sprinkle it on, give it a bit of a tap. And you can do this with any colour. I've just chose the neons because they show up really nice on the black. You could even do black on black. So you had a black shiny nail and the black matte design that's embossed. That's going to go in the lamp for 180 seconds. So now that's cured, you can dust off the excess. We can even wipe over as well with the gel residue wipe off. This will just really clean it up. So you can see that you've got a shiny background. All this is all completely matte. Just putting a little bit of cuticle oil on there. It's going to massage that in. I'm not going to pull it over the entire nail because I don't want it to affect the matte effect that we've just created. There you are, that's that design finished.